Yeah, I mean, we do this a lot. Coach Reed prepares us for these moments. We knew we had a lot of time on the clock. We knew we had some time out, so we didn't rush. We just kind of went through what we do every single day at practice and everything like that. And we executed. And I thought, obviously Travis. I mean, it's Travis. He's the greatest tight end of all time. He makes plays like that win games. But I thought a lot of young guys stepped up, and some guys that did not necessarily have those major roles stepped up on that drive as well. And so it's good to see with all those young guys out there.
It's also when you talk about that, I was asking Coach Reed about it, but the rookie stepping up, Pacheco, 107 yards rushing. Obviously, Sky Moore had his best game as the Chiefs along with Justin Watson. Talk about the play of the rookies tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we had a lot of new faces, man, and to see them excel in moments like these is special because obviously we've done it in this organization for a little bit now, but to have those new guys step right in and make those plays, it's special. Not only on the offense, but, I mean, you look at the defense, man. I mean, it seemed like at one point all the DBs were rookies or new guys, and so and I mean George. I mean, we've done a great job of bringing a lot of talented players in here, and they've stepped up and made plays happen.
That last drive, how different, if at all, did it feel to go into it knowing you're down a couple guys that you've had most of the season? And
I try not to let it affect me. I joked about it during the week. It's, I just go through the reads unless Kelsey's manned up and I throw him the ball. So that's kind of my mindset. Obviously, teams have plans for Travis, and so guys are going to have to step up. And so when guys go down, I mean, obviously we didn't have Juju and McCole, and the KT goes down. I mean, Sky stepped up and made a lot of plays happen. That he stepped right into that same role. And I think you just credit the Veach, man. He brings a lot of good players in here, and so I can just go out there and go through my reads, and guys get open.
you weren't really joking about that with Kels, though, right?
No, I don't. I'm not joking at all. If he's man-to-man, I'm going to give him a chance. And, I mean, he's going to win most of them. I mean, obviously, they got Derwin, so Derwin's going to win his battles because he's like probably the best safety in the league. But I'm going to give my guy a chance because I know how special he is.
I'm not suggesting that Kelsey is ever unimportant to this team, but do you ever feel like he was more valuable given what the players you were missing than he was tonight?
But all the tight ends were. I mean, if you see Jody made some plays, Noah made some plays, Travis obviously made some plays, but we stayed in a lot of bigger sets. We ran the football. I thought the offensive line did a heck of a job running the football, especially in that second half when we just let them eat and let them go out there and just run it. And then when we needed to make plays, guys stepped up and made plays. And so hopefully we can get healthier as the season goes on, get some of these guys back. But that's the good thing about this team is that everybody's going to step up and make plays when it counts.
You all have a 3-game lead in the division after winning this game. What does that mean after an offseason of a lot of chatter that you talked about here?
Yeah, I mean, we're just taking it week by week. We take it day by day. We just try to get better. We knew we were going to grow this year. We're going to keep getting better and better. And I'm proud of our guys, man. We've played a lot of tough games against a lot of great teams, and we've stepped up and won. And so obviously it feels good now. It'll be a nice plane ride home. But we got another Super Bowl champs coming to town next week, so we have to kind of prepare ourselves again when we go into this next week of practice.
Back to Fonz a little bit. I saw that interaction with y'all on the sideline, the signed jersey and that. What did that mean?
Yeah, I mean, just being on that sideline is special. I mean, to be with those guys, to have the Chiefs Kingdom in the stadium, and be a part of this team, it is a special feeling. I know how lucky I am. I mean, I know when I talk to people that come from other places, and when I see what's going on around the league, I know how lucky I am to be in this organization, and so I try to just embrace it every day.
Hey, Patrick, to get back to Travis for a second, how valuable is he now with people going down? And like you talked about how the Chargers had a plan for him. What's special about him right now?
Yeah, I think what's special about him is he just competes. I mean, at the end of the day, he's going to keep fighting until the very end. And that's when you see that, I think it not only is impressive for him, but it gets other guys going. It shows that, like I say, he's one of the best, not the best tight end of all time, and he's coming to work every single day to get better. And so that shows you whenever you step in the facility, you're like, man, I got to get to work. If this guy's doing it, I have to be able to at least match that. And so that leadership that he brings, as well as the play he brings in the field, is special, and it takes a lot off my shoulders.
Patrick, just you're done with 13 seconds, minute 46. Like coming on the field, what do you do with the huddle to get showing that confidence that you've been able to accomplish those last minute or second drive?
I actually thought it was cool today that when I went in the huddle, everybody was just like, let's just do it. But there was no doubt that we were going to go down there and score. There was no doubt that we were going to make it happen. And from the offensive line to the receivers to the running backs, tight ends, everybody was just had their mindset of let's take it one play at a time, get it down the field, and go out there and get a touchdown when it counts. And that's what we did.
less surprised or less shocked when you guys are doing something like that since you've done it so many times?
No, I mean, you understand this league, it's always going to be hard. And I never will take that for granted. I mean, this league there's a lot of special players on both sides of the field. And so you go back to your fundamentals. You go back to not making it, hey, we have to get a touchdown right now. We have to get a touchdown. It's one play at a time. How can I execute this play, move on to the next play, and keep it going? And that's usually when the good stuff happens, is you just can really focus on what you have to do to make that play work.
Along that same line, as a quarterback, tell us what the feeling's like. You're backed up deep in your end, and you know the game is on the line. You can't make a mistake, and you successfully lead your team all the way down the field.
Yeah, I've seen enough now that until the clock's at 0, I don't celebrate. But I mean, obviously you're excited. Just trying to get the job done, try to win the game. You put in so much work. I mean, everybody does. You put in so much work, and to get that win, it shows that work is paying off. And so all that time that you're in the building, that you're away from your family, whenever you can have a drive like that, you can tell that it's worth it. And then you get to go home and be with your family and enjoy it with them.
Last two. Go ahead, Lonnie.
Patrick, a lot of your chemistry with Travis is obviously because of the work, and you've got a great rapport with a lot of the guys you play with, of course. But is there any different way to describe what it is that enables you and Travis to have the same sort of points of reference on everything, the same wavelength?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a lot of reps. First off, we've played a lot of football together now. I joke around, I'm getting old in this locker room now already. So we've played a lot of football together, done a lot of reps. But he's just a competitor. I'll say it. I think that's the best talent that Travis has. No, not the size, the speed, the route running, is that he will compete to the very end, and he's going to go down fighting. And so I respect that. I think that I'm the same way, as I'm going to do whatever I can to win no matter what the score is. And we have a lot of guys like that on this team. And I think that's what makes great teams, is guys that won't give up even when it doesn't look great.
Patrick, I know you don't have time tonight, but did you make plans to take Henry Winkler up on his dinner offer?
Oh, I already told him I was. So I didn't have time this weekend, but hopefully we can win a lot of games and try to win the Super Bowl, and then I'll be back in LA at some point and take him up on that.